So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing, O'Connell. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense this week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepare the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into the game? In this case, you want to take the chances and try not to win that. I would expect them to take courage and get in the game. Right out of the gate, you want to try to establish that defense is working.
It's 7 down, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That is stop. Get from under there.
Yards to pick up the first. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside.
Unnecessary roughness.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
It's insane.
In motion right goes Adams. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. O'Connell. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. O'Connell flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. To the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
why you let her play first? You been straight off work just to get on the game.
You finna go.
That's not the point.
I'm finna let her play.
But that's not the point. You get straight off work and come in here. You don't sit on the couch, mingle, nothing.
Big pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here.
Nobody cares about you coming in here to play the game, but dang, there's other stuff to do before you just come straight in the house and go straight in here to play the game.
Mama, we want to play the game, Dada.
I'm ready to play, baby.
Please, now, Dada.
Good. And that makes the
Dada,
score
right
7-0.
now?
Hold on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We're on.
I'm gonna eat.
No run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bit of taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Play action. Now O'Connell. That's going to be caught.
Oh,
It's Jacoby Myers.
God.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. O'Connell eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
I literally can't jump.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Why you got this little bit of shirt on?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Miami's Giants are mean.
Second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Wait, that's what I
Brian.
To fix
When
all the
Jake
things
was.
that they need to in the running game.
Yeah,
but
when
they've been
Jake
successful
was
so far.
waiting.
I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try to stop them from running the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's gone. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column and see how he responds. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's O'Connell. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your
Stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
Oh.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is gone. Got this complete to Racey McMath. Touchdown, Detroit. Racey McMath, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or midst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th of the yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they didn't care if I agree with that. Boy, you have to be surprised by that.
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. And they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down.
Winning the battle up front and winning in a big way.
What are you crying?
The guy in the backfield, a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw here, O'Connell. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And O'Connell now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Play action. It's gone. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Robert Spillane, ex of the Steelers, is there on the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 43 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now it's O'Connell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Down the left sideline. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Alex Anzalone coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now O'Connell. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success.
And he works free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid 1st half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
30 more yards and another 1st down.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be be enough for another first down. It will. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And in for the Lions touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 17 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, O'Connell. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On second down, Swift. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, O'Connell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Back to the running game with Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now O'Connell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout,
Let's just say it's been unusual.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
3rd down and 13. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. O'Connell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, gone. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And even 150 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one is over a long time ago.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now it's gone. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. There's a nice move. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
O'Connell here on 4th down. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 24. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This 2nd and 4. Here's Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now a give right side Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now it's Swift. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits, as they've got this one well in hand. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.